All right, so you know this is I believe another difference in route between runners. Once again, I think we have Chromie doing sword. Is that right?
Yes, from what I remember, Chromie does sword, and I I can't imagine their strats will be too different from their previous race.
Hmm.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Chromie walked down the tower uh, in the last race they participated in.
I actually am not aware if that is true or not. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that there is a possibility that that is. Uh, but I do not remember that match because I have the short-term memory of a goldfish. So,
It'll be a surprise.
well, starting off our run here, we've got, you know, Baker doing swordless and Chromie doing sword. And I mean, we've seen this route a couple times today, but if you aren't aware of the difference, basically, you know, grabbing sword takes a little bit more time than it does to grab a stick, and the sword route is a lot less committal. You can make more mistakes, and some tricks are a little easier. Baker actually having some trouble here with the roll, but doing the swordless route is a lot more high risk, and I feel like low reward for what it provides, but it still is faster. Like you still do save a significant amount of time doing it. At least significant in the sense of any percent or defeat cannon, right? With this route. So, I mean, as you can already see, I mean Baker swimming down Zora's River, and Chromie is just about to do Aqua Escape. I believe an average time for Sword Aqua Escape is like around 150 something, right? Is that correct, Dan? I feel like that somewhere around that seems right-ish.
I get 211s at best.
I think round sub 2 is what I think. Not sure what it is in the okay. Yeah, honestly, I don't remember either.
But whatever it is, it can't be too much faster than the escape that Chromie just pulled off. Both runners very clean so far. Not much room for error, but that'll all change with Cuckoos.
Yeah, Cuckoos being the most RNG heavy part of the run. I mean, you know, people talk about RNG and speedruns, and sort of sometimes I feel like use it as a crutch. But in this category, there are a few sections where you can legitimately just get owned by RNGesus. And, Cuckoos is one of those places. Another one of those places is Collapse Sequence. Depending on, the cape that Ganondorf has, the pattern of Ganondorf's cape can be a little bit different. But, I mean, just in general, you have, like, the Rock RNG, which can be really just gonna kind of suck sometimes with having bad rocks. Just, yeah. Looks like Chromie is having some problems with West to CAC.
It's gonna be cutting it very close with this time of day. We
I
might have to see some waiting.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that there's gonna be some waiting. Hey,
Yeah,
it's Vixen, the lovely Vixen. I do in fact know Dylan. Yes, it is Dylan. I didn't want to say Dylan, but Dan said Dylan, so hi Dylan. It's Christian. Yeah, unfortunate having to wait here. Ooh, some dry rolls? Okay. What up? Chromie with a little bit of flex, even though they're having to wait a little bit longer than hopefully they would hope for. But and Baker putting in the last couple of Cuckoos right now. Definitely looking like a really solid start from Baker. This is going to look like a low 450 bottle, I think. Something like that. Like around 450. Pretty much, yeah.
Now I'm cheating a little bit. I have Baker's specific stream pulled up on the side so I can see splits. That was a gold bottle segment. So if you ever want to learn cuckoos from the very best, that is not a bad segment to learn from.
Was that a gold for Baker just now?
That was a gold from Baker.
That is awesome. I didn't even notice. Maybe I should pay more attention to the screen that has the live feed instead of the Twitch chat. Sorry, Twitch chat. Yeah, Baker about to do Mido Skip. One of the hardest tricks in the run, for sure. It might be the hardest trick in the run. I don't know. Instant Clip might be harder. I don't know. I personally suck at this trick. I've come to find out. So, but it is
Let's
a
just
very
say
awesome
Mido Skip
trick.
is it's the hardest required trick in this road.
That's true. Baker getting the side hop frame. That's what we like to see. I wonder if Baker's going to pause buffer this. Baker is going to pause buffer. One more frame. Getting the perfect jump slash frame. Holding left. Waiting till the dark texture. I believe that's the correct frame. Might be one more.
Here
No,
we
it's
go.
the correct frame. There we go. Baker just nailing it like it's nothing. Like it is absolutely nothing. Perfect. Baker having a really solid run. I don't know what, I don't know what Baker's been doing, what kind of water he's been drinking, but man, some good performance already right out of the gate with the first run of the night. Excuse me. Yeah, that gamer juice. Chromie with the back, I don't even know what that's called. What is that called again? Inverted camera? Yeah, inverted camera backwalk. Godlike. We'd love to see that. A funny side story. Oh, that's unfortunate. A funny side story is amongst my friends, I'm known for being the worst at doing inverted camera stuff. I got made for it. I got made fun of it for it in person because I could not do it without like using my right hand to flick the stick. Yeah, it's a 20% chance. Oh my gosh, let's not talk about that.
RNG inverted cam.
Yeah, no, it's something about Gim that I said at a meetup that I was in with Baker and a couple of our friends in California a year ago, or 2 years ago. It's pretty much a year ago, something like that. Baker getting the ISGB 1 flawlessly. Going for a different setup for scrubs than I'm used to seeing from Baker. Flawless execution on the scrubs. What is Baker on today?
A pacer.
This is actually kind of a good run for Baker. And like not even like regardless of a tournament setting. Like, this is actually kind of a decent run. Like outside of like the extra pause buffers for safety, like this is actually a really solid run. I wonder if Baker's just gonna kind of like YOLO the rest of this run.
Maybe. I mean that might come down to if he knows Chromie's pace.
That's true. Perfect ISG. We love to see that. Frame perfect pause. We love that. And if I know Baker, this is going to be a very solid kill. Absolutely.
Wonderful.
What an impressive showing so far. This is awesome. Like, this is actually a really good run. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry that I'm not talking about Chromie's run that much, but like, this is actually kind of an insane run for Baker. This is a really good pace. Is this like sub 16 pace?
Potentially. I think Baker I think he cleared his splits. Yeah, a beautiful boost for Chromie. I think that actually might be the
That is the furthest. Yeah.
The furthest one, yeah. I feel I feel bad about not talking about Chromie. Safety save. Walking
Baker
into
going
the
into the
warp.
warp. No.
Oh no.
Baylor having a Baylor moment. Well,
Baylor.
at least that's what the safety save is for.
This is true, but this is just about going to. It won't fully tie up these runners. Chromie will still have a little bit of catching up to do, but this is big.
I'm not sure why Baker paused there. I think maybe Baker was thinking that he had to go to Link's house for a moment. Not sure what Baker's up to.
I think yeah, he has to go to Link's house.
He did save after Goma.
Safety save can only do you so well in Defeat Ganon.
That is true. Baker's gonna have to. I wonder if he's gonna go for Baba Hess.
No.
Oh, the
Baba Hess
interest.
and Kakariko is nuts.
Oh wait, no, he can't even. Wait, he has to do Mido Skip again.
Yep.
Oh, this is a tragedy for Baker. Starting out with an insane run. Now Chromie is actually in the lead significantly. This is a big deal. This could be a massive upset.
I don't know if it's significant. Mido Skip is not the longest trick in the world, and Chromie still has to do Goma Clip.
This is true, but I mean, regardless of what we've seen from Baker with the levels of consistency, Baker's having some flubs right now. Kind of panicking, it seems.
This is still a close race, absolutely.
Indeed. I believe Chromie, with the health that they're at, is going to go for double KO. I'm not sure.
That's what it's looking like. This looks familiar. Alright, let's see the
Baker getting
second
the first
Mido
win.
Skip of the run.
Ooh, not
Failing
pulling
to
out the
pull out the
stick.
stick.
No. Oh, this is a tragedy. Went from such an amazing run to such a devastating run so quickly. Completely restarting his console on accident. I don't know if Baker meant to do that. That
Reminder,
is
this run had a 9-12 Goma.
this run had a really solid start. Baker had like one minor flub at Aqua Escape. Ooh, Chromie missing the 2-nut Goma. Extremely unfortunate, but still on a pace to take the lead away from Baker. I'm not sure what Baker's doing. I think Baker's having some...
French clip?
Baker's doing
He's so bad.
This is the Defeat Ganon that we all know and love. I mean, oh, okay. At least there's no big hitbox there. Double KO for Chromie. I mean, double KO definitely being quite a bit slower. I think it's like, what, somebody, like 9 seconds? I mean, I don't even feel like that's true. Like, it's gotta be like 9 seconds if you're like godlike movement.
Baker
missing the frame. Extremely uncharacteristic stuff happening for Baker right now.
Chromie very much is building a solid lead despite missing Kakariko before night.
You know, this run still could be down to the wire if Baker gets instaclip and Chromie ends up walking down the tower. Looks like the frame, and Baker is off back into the Deku Tree. I mean, this is intense. I mean, really, this is quite intense. Because I don't remember how Baker does the skip here. Oh, just gonna go for the YOLO. Oh wait, never mind. He can't because he doesn't have sword, so he just has to do the jump. I understand.
These runners are just about tied up.
Yeah, Baker not
Chromie
noticing there
entering-
that he wasn't completely targeted against the wall, missing the uphold. Could have mega side hop. That's also true. Chromie already showcasing the mega side hop earlier. Ooh, that's an interesting roll backflip there. A little bit quicker than I would go for. Seems a little sketch, but looking like the perfect nut throw there. So looking like Chromie's going to be off to Ganondorf. This is This is tied now. I mean, this is tied now pretty much.
We have a race.
Ooh, Baker really far out of the warp. I mean, it's still. I mean, Baker's very seasoned, knowing how to adapt with the extra frames. All right. Why are you going through the middle after this tragedy, Baker? Why?
Baker picking and choosing his safety battles. This
Oh
is
my
now
goodness.
a battle for the fastest 21-minute time.
Mm. Oh man. This has been a roller coaster of a run for Baker, but still managing to like equalize it by collapse. I mean, this is incredible. This is a really intense run.
Surely Chromie will go for Void Warp, right?
I really hope so. That would make this run far more interesting. Come on, Chromie. Looking like they're gonna go for it. They're in the position for it. You love to see it. Getting a really good roll. Come on. Getting the unbuff. We're going insane with this, Chromie.
Baker going for Instaclip.
The frame. We got the frame. Go for it, Chromie. You got it. Unpause. ESS right. Retarget. We got it. We got a Void Warp from Chromie. Let's go.
Chromie.
Baker getting damaged by the rock here. This is a tragedy for Baker.
This is shaping up to be a major upset.
It looks like Chromie is getting lost in the dark, though. Okay, we managed to correct it by looking at the inbounds. Baker gonna have to drink bugs. Oh my goodness.
Getting a little bit thirsty.
Zelda not being kind with the pushing here. This is.
What am I watching?
Oh my goodness. Ah.
Assuming no deaths, excuse my commentator's curse, from Chromie, I think we are going to be seeing the Chromie W for this race. Baker's still struggling through Instaclip.
Getting the frame here, though. That is the frame. Hopefully Baker is able to get this Instaclip. Looking like a late on target. I can't tell, though. Dropping ESS at the bottom of the tower. That's not great for Baker. Rolling into Zelda while targeting. Not looking great. Honestly, I think this race is going to go to Chromie, this first race. For sure. I honestly can't see a world where anything happens here. Baker getting the right frame here. We're going to see another Void Warp. Good stuff from Baker. Oh, wow. What a roller coaster. I mean, honestly. I was excited in the beginning because it was such a ridiculous start for Baker, and then just a tragedy occurring with the failing of Wrong Warp, which for most runners is never a trick they really have to worry about, including Baker. So an extremely uncharacteristic occurrence for Baker in this half. Pulling out the bottle for the flex. A little bit of an early jump slash for Chromie. Still getting into the cutscene though. I don't even know what to say. I'm honestly speechless.
Yeah, I don't know what to say anymore.
Chromie with a fantastic Void Warp.
Baker losing 6 minutes to Wrong Warp was not on my bingo card for this tournament.
That is definitely true. Yeah, this is very true. Chromie showing that they're coming here to play. Really trying to make a name for themselves here. This is incredible. I mean, Chromie being, I believe, what was Chromie the 7th seed? Am I correct on that? I believe that's correct from the group stage. 7th seed, yeah. Chromie being the 7th seed. Looking like they're going to take a race over Baker in the semifinals here. This is, definitely unexpected, but an amazing showcase from Chromie. Ooh, I don't know about that, but I mean, we're going for it. We're committing. We're committing. Ooh, little ring around the rosy. Ooh. And Chromie clutching it out.
That's a win
Taking
for
the race over Baker. Massive congratulations to Chromie for this first race. This is an amazing showcase.
Starting off this best of 3 up 1 is going to be very, very good for the mental.
Absolutely.
21:05, I believe. GG's to Chromie for taking game 1.
Absolutely. What an amazing showcase from Chromie. Yeah, we got a cat cam.
Cat cam.
Cat cam, dog cam. Like, I don't know, dude.
Hello, cat. You were here. Looking like a mid-22 for Baker.
This is true. Looking like a, like 22, 27?
I don't remember the time the cutscene started.
It's 22.
I believe this cutscene is 25 seconds long, almost exactly.
Yeah, so looking like a 22, 27. 22-27 for Baker.
Performing exactly 6 minutes behind his tournament best.